Your mission is to restore the family unit. For example, there's the old saying of a happy wife, happy life, but also the sanity of your kids is such an important role. How would you describe that particular role of yours of you want to restore the family unit?
Well, you have to make it work yourself. And I never want to position myself to say I'm perfect or I have it all figured out. I'm learning as I go, right? But I have my purpose there. I'm very successful now. People can look at Grant and I and say they're a model couple. I wanted to be a model couple. I worked at that. It created areas for, like, let's say if we got into a fight or an argument, I would always think, wait, I want to be a model couple. Do I want to be the couple that's fighting all the time, or do I want to be the couple where other couples can look to for stability? And so that would actually influence me staying angry at him for an hour versus a week. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I would look at myself and say, well, how would other people perceive this? Why would they be inspired by me if I'm acting like this? So it would inspire me to get the show on the road. So the same thing is now with the family. So if I can figure this thing out, and I'm doing a pretty good job of it, if I can figure out how do we get the kids involved? How do we indoctrinate them into Team Cardone? And Team Cardone helps people and wants to make a difference for the better. And this is how we do it. And this is the role that you can play in this mission. You can do 10X Kids, and you can educate kids on having a purpose and doing something and not getting lost, and talking about how TikTok is not the answer. And you're actually more depressed when you put in those hours on TikTok versus actually producing, making sales calls, doing the work, coming together as a team. So I've allowed the children to exchange with us. They've been provided an amazing life. They get to have experiences and whatnot, but none of that can ruin the child as long as the child gets to exchange and participate. And most of the time, it's not the child not wanting to contribute. It's the parent saying, no, stop that. Mind your own business. Get out of my way. Stop help. They don't let them exchange. So if you allow them to be on board and exchange, then they feel good, because the work is the basis of morale.
Right.
Like, you feel good. There's no age on feeling good. If you're competent, you can do and achieve goals and feel confidence and competency in yourself. You just feel good. Your emotional tone comes up. So the more that we can put our kids into production and give them and help them and assist them with a purpose until they can go on and become a productive member of society themselves, we have to kind of create petri dish these opportunities for them to flourish and prosper and be a contributing member of the group. And so far, that's been extremely successful. So our kids have always been in exchange.
That's powerful. So your philosophy is you opened up the door of opportunity, but they got to walk through that opportunity.
They got to do it.
It's not just like, here you go. The entire world is accessible, whatever you want in the world.
Because that's not fun either. If you want to have freedom, there has to be barriers and challenges. If somebody is given everything, can you imagine a more miserable state for mankind? Like, if you could have everything at the tip of your fingers and there's no game, if there's no opposition or something I have to work through, where's the fun? Like, I don't want to sit at a table and play checkers or chess with myself. You need to actually feel like you overcame a barrier and you won.
And what you guys are doing with Serena and Scarlett is so incredible. I always tell my wife, it's just not human. And that opens up the door for you guys to create these communities, because we look at you and we're like, how do you get a 10-year-old to muster up the courage to get on a stage? It's intimidating. It's thousands of people sometimes. It's very unique. So that presents for you guys an opportunity to be like, well, let me show you what we do, right? And it's not really human. It's not supposed to be like that. It's very unique, right?
It should be like that.
It should be human.
You're right.
Should be, but it's almost like the agreement is that that's not possible.
That's right.
So you guys are disagreeing with this agreement, and now you're stepping into a whole new level.
Right.
And what happens along the way is that you show people like us that we want to get better, what's possible, and that pushes us up. So it's a magical thing that happens. So thank you for doing that. You guys are such an example for us.
Yay. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. To get more content and more value, check this one out. I know that I am not at the top yet. I know I'm humble enough to understand that I still got a long way to go. I need to keep myself getting better every single day, expanding every day, learning something new every day, because I still got a lot to go.